Hi, welcome back to Health Talk with Dr. Akram. I am Akram. In this program, we are talking about exam tips for kids, and Dr. Udara Kularatne, who is a consultant radiologist who wrote this book, is here with me. And so far, we have talked three subjects. First one was Dr. Udara's journey through his exams, and second one was the overview of the book, and the third one was track yourself. Now we're going to do a program how to teach yourself. Udara, thank you very much for being with us again. And now we're going to talk about teach yourself, right? What do you mean by teach yourself?
Thanks, Akram, again for having me. What I mean by teaching yourself is that you must be responsible for your own learning. Your teachers, your peers, and your siblings can help you, but you must make sure that what you are learning will help you pass the exam and you remain on the top of things.
Planning for an exam, where you find information and what you need to know before.
The internet is your best resource. The things you need to find out about an exam are the syllabus, what's examinable, what's not examinable, and sometimes the examination board or the institution or the school that sets the exam will have useful information on their website.
Keeping up.
I think if you start your preparation early, you will realize if you're struggling before it's too late. That's the advantage of starting your preparation early. And it will leave you enough time to make any necessary changes. I think this is the key to never failing an exam. I think all of us make the mistake of leaving the preparation till the last minute, and it's a simple thing to say, but even in practical terms, if you do a little bit every day, rather than trying to cram at the very end, it makes. I mean, my parents told me this when I was very young, and I didn't follow it, and I quickly realized that what they were saying is really true. And revision is at the end is really easy if you do a bit of work every day.
It's all to do with our brain, isn't it? The brain has this plasticity. It's like a sponge. It can absorb any time, but if you keep it in the sun, they'll dry off, isn't it?
Yes.
So you have to keep putting a little bit of tip of water,
moisture.
Like moisture, few
Yes.
drips every time, and it works. Focused learning.
We are preparing for an exam. Sometimes it may not be possible to learn everything at depth, and focused learning involves paying more attention to what's examinable. And you can identify what's examinable by using the syllabus, past papers, examiners' reports, and mark schemes if they're available. And these are all valuable resources to hone in on what's really examinable, the things that you must know for the exam, rather than wasting time on learning everything on your textbook.
And who is the best teacher?
They identify the individual learning styles and individual learning needs of each student, and they would cater to those. The teachers who made a real difference in my life were all who were able to identify where I'd been struggling and help me with those particular areas. And a vital part of teaching yourself is finding teachers who can address your specific learning needs, and a teacher who makes you feel, hey, this stuff is not too difficult.
How can family, friends be supportive?
Yes, your family members may know your learning style instinctively. They can also sense when you're struggling. So it's a huge advantage if you have someone at home who can help you with your exam preparation.
Reading big books.
I mean, there are rows and rows of thick textbooks in my study, gathering dust. And sometimes we simply don't have the time to read thick textbooks cover to cover. I think a more efficient way to learn, particularly when you're preparing for an exam, is to maybe read quickly, skimming if you must, and then testing your knowledge as soon as possible using past papers or mock exams. So thereby you sort of recall what you've learned and test your understanding of what you learned quickly rather than waiting till the end of the semester or end of the.
When I was studying my A levels, there were some students who would try to memorize everything the teachers taught in the school, and sometimes they even managed to get higher marks than us. But in the overall, I'm not sure they did well. But what is your opinion here about memorizing or understanding?
Absolutely, I think you hit the nail on the head there, because understanding is the key, isn't it? Because if you understand something, then memorizing it is not difficult. If you don't understand something and you just memorize by rote learning, then that knowledge is not held.
Where to get information? Internet? Health Talk?
Yes, yes. I think Health Talk is an excellent program that you present on television. And as you said, internet has become the biggest aid to exam success. Now textbooks are now available online. You can test yourself using online mock exams. And with the current COVID crisis, we have seen more and more traditionally paper-based tests now going online. So this is the future.
Exam preparation courses.
Exam preparation courses can be a very helpful way to consolidate your knowledge and to test yourself against your peers. Because when you go for a course, you have students, other exam candidates coming from various areas of the country, and then you kind of realize what level you are at. And you can learn from the other participants as well. Often we feel that there's never enough time for exam preparation. I mean, no matter how well prepared are you, there will invariably be areas we feel we haven't covered well enough. And last minute panic is common, and it's not a bad thing because it will keep us on our toes. Cramming a lot of new knowledge at the last minute is not very helpful.
Anyway, thank you very much for being in this show, Udara. It's a very short program. We here in this program, we taught about teach yourself, how to teach yourself to prepare for an exam. And so far we have talked about overview of the book, Track Yourself, and there was Teach Yourself, and the next program is going to be how to test yourself. So until then, look after yourself, and thank you very much, Udara, for being with us. See you there in the next one.